Hello and welcome back to ThrillNet. It's been about 10 months since I've actually uploaded anything proper to this channel. I know if you've been keeping kind of notified about the channel, if you had your notifications on or whatever, or you've just stopped by, you will have realised I uploaded a POV of the Pleasure Beach Express at sort of the end of March. That was kind of a last minute thing. I was at Pleasure Beach one day and went on the Pleasure Beach Express and thought, you know what, I'll film a POV. I did do it on my phone, so it's not the best quality, but anyhow, it's a POV. So basically in this video I'm basically going to be covering what's happened over these last 10 months and what's come on the channel over summer. I know I did a very similar video last summer when the channel was kind of starting out after I'd rebranded it from Agent B Vlogs, but I'm going to do the same for this summer so you all know what's going on. So first of all, I'll just point out that I did make a video about 10 months ago, which was my last proper video, basically saying that I was taking a break from YouTube because I'd essentially run out of ideas, couldn't afford to go to theme parks every day, obviously, well not every day, but you know, regularly, and I just ran out of ideas. I'd done a Planet Coaster series, I'd started that, did an episode on that, which you might have realised I did last summer if you were watching then, but I kind of lost motivation with it a bit because they're quite hard, well not hard, but time consuming to film those videos, because obviously it's a lot of time-lapse footage with me creating the rides. You'll know what I'm on about if you've watched that. It's a lot of time-lapse footage and it just takes up a load of disk space on my PC, and I was just a bit like, oh, it takes up so much room that I could use for other things. Like, I'm talking gigabytes and gigabytes of storage, so I was a bit like, and it does take a while to edit as well, putting all the clips together. It's essentially like editing a vlog, so yeah, it's quite a heavy load editing those regularly. But I do plan to bring Planet Coaster back in a bit of a different way, presenting it in kind of a unique way, because the way I did it before is kind of the standard way of doing that sort of game that a lot of YouTubers do, and I want to be unique, do something unique to keep you engaged basically. So anyway, basically the rest of that video is a load of rubbish, if I'm honest. Well, not a load of rubbish, but just don't bother. You don't need to watch it because I've basically just summed it up right there. So kind of since then, I also stated in that video that I'd be rebranding my other channel, Game It Right. I'll put the link in the description so you can go and see that. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. I know some of you, well most of you, either watch one channel or the other, but if gaming's something you're interested in, definitely go and check it out. So I rebranded that from Agent B13 to Game It Right, gave it a new logo, new style, and yeah. And I uploaded a few videos to that, with it being a gaming channel and also focusing a bit on game design. I'll just move that a bit further into the shot there. First of all, I know I'm getting sidetracked here. It's worth pointing out that I usually film these videos with my phone. You probably noticed that if I've done it in the past, but it's kind of hard to hold it for a long period of time, as you probably understand, so therefore I thought I'll use my camera and, oh, there we go. Anyway, back to the video. It should also be a bit better quality with this camera as well, because this camera is basically specialised, so a bit better quality than my phone. Anyway, so I uploaded a video to that channel which basically was showing you how to make a custom track in Mario Kart Wii, a bit of a tutorial. And I know most of you, that'll be complete jargon to you and you probably don't have a clue what I'm on about. Basically, making a custom racetrack that can be used in a racing game. That's essentially what that video covered. Also uploaded a couple of other tutorials. One of them was, for those of you who were part of that community, CCGP for Mario Kart Wii, how to get that. CCGP is basically a custom kind of content pack, and I basically showed you how to get that for Mario Kart Wii, a racing game, as I've just mentioned, and also a similar video as well. And that CCGP video actually blew up It's now got over 850 views and 13 likes, which I know that's not very much in regards to YouTube as a whole. There's obviously channels getting millions of views and thousands of likes, but that's like one of the most popular videos I've ever uploaded to my YouTube channel. So thank you to everyone who watched that, if any of you are watching this, which you probably aren't because it's a completely different community, but yeah. Anyway, after that, on Game It Right, yeah, I didn't upload to ThrillNet after that, as I've already said, and I didn't go to any theme parks after that. So yeah, Game It Right, I did kind of a couple of, well, one build up to a game, which was New Super Mario Bros. U, a 2D platforming game released earlier this year for the Nintendo Switch. And then, yeah, I started a series on a RPG called Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, on my gaming channel as well. That will continue at some point, but with this being the summer now, and as you're about to hear, I'm really pushing to focus on ThrillNet. It's going to be a big focus now because it really deserves my attention after not uploading for so long. So yeah, I started that series. That stopped about the end of March because basically just had loads of college work and stuff, and I had a big workload, and it's just too much for me to upload. Like, having to do that much work, you kind of just want to relax when you're not working and you don't get much time to. So having to manage a YouTube channel on top of that, it was just never going to happen. But yeah, then we get to April, and this is where there's a lot for me to talk about. I'd done a couple of visits to Blackpool Pleasure Beach before this, but in April I actually went to Europa Park in Germany, a park that it's not that well known to the general public, but I know any of you who are enthusiasts who are watching this probably know what Europa Park is, because it's literally like the biggest theme park in Europe. It's located in southern Germany in the village of Rust, close to the borders of France and Switzerland, and it's got some amazing rides, as you're going to see in a vlog and a review that I'll be uploading soon. In regards to that vlog and review, that brings me on to my next point, which is the new upload schedule, which is going to be in place for across the summer anyway, apart from a holiday which I'll be talking about in just a minute. So I'm hoping to upload at 5 PM on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Oh, I couldn't get my words out there. Every week, most weeks, and that's just what I've decided. I want to keep it consistent so that you guys always know when there's going to be videos out. But yeah, I went to Europa Park, and I'm in the middle of editing a vlog for that. I started it, but just because of my workload I never got round to finishing it. So it's Wednesday afternoon as I'm recording this. Hopefully this video is going on the same day at 5 PM as a start to the schedule. I'll edit that Europa Park vlog tomorrow. Hopefully that should be online on Friday. In regards to the review, that's basically going to be a summary of the vlog, giving my overall thoughts on the park, as well as raising a couple of points that I don't think could fit as well in that vlog. Anyway, after going to Europa Park, I kind of went to Alton Towers as well. Well, I did go to Alton Towers, what am I saying there? That should be online next Wednesday. I'll upload another vlogging montage thing. I know if any of you watched any of my vlogs before, they're more montages of off-ride footage than vlogs, but yeah, a bit of a cross between both. And the Alton Towers one especially, that does have a bit of vlog style content in it, which you'll see when that gets uploaded. So in regards to the last 3 months, although I did have a lot of work going on, any of you who follow me on Twitter, I'll put a link in the description to that as well. There's also a link on my main channel page to my Twitter as well. I've been quite active on Twitter, interacting with the community and stuff. And just because the theme park season was getting back into swing, it kind of made me want to kind of acknowledge the theme park community a bit more, because it's a really good community, and I feel I prefer it to the gaming community. I feel like the theme park community is where I really belong. So, which is good news for you guys, because I'm probably, or I will be, emphasising my theme park content a lot more in the future, because that's the direction I'm looking to go in. But yeah, so I've been active on Twitter a lot, and then that kind of brings me up to now. There's not much more else to say. In regards to, I know I keep saying in regards to a lot, but in relation to ideas for my channel, I've been watching quite a few smaller channels lately that I just happen to have found one way or another, which is kind of giving me a lot of ideas for alternate content, because I feel that a lot of the bigger theme park channels, because of the position they're in, they do kind of vlogs and POVs a lot because they're basically able to visit theme parks all the time, which isn't the case with me in the position I'm in. So watching those channels has kind of given me a lot of ideas for like other sit down type videos that I might consider doing when there's no theme parks to be visiting, like in the winter. Along with, obviously, there'll be hopefully a backlog of off-ride and on-ride POVs that I can upload in that season as well. So that brings me kind of on to the final part of the video, which is what to expect over the summer. So hopefully, well, definitely in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be heading to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I mentioned before that I've been there quite a few times this year already, but this time I'm going to be doing a full vlog, and then hopefully, maybe a couple of weeks after that, hopefully maybe towards the start of August, or at least in August sometime, I'll go to Blackpool as well. I've gone to Blackpool every month except for May, when I went to Alton Towers instead, because that's the holiday that was basically planned. So yeah, hopefully 2 vlogs to make up for the stuff I've not vlogged throughout this year so far. Also, I'm going to be going to Oakwood, which I'm really looking forward to. That's going to be part of, when I was mentioning about that week holiday earlier in the video, that's basically to South Wales, and I'm going to be going to Oakwood theme park. Never been there before, and I'm really looking forward to going there, because I'm going to get to ride, hopefully, Megaphobia, a big wooden roller coaster that's often regarded as the best in the country. Some people would disagree with that and say Wicker Man, but a lot of people love Megaphobia, and I love many wooden coasters. Grand National's a bit rough for me, but Big Dipper at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that's a nice classic wooden roller coaster. And also Wicker Man's my favourite wooden coaster in the country. I love that as well. Also, I'm going to be getting to ride my first ever Gerstlauer Eurofighter Speed at Oakwood, obviously. I don't know why I said at Oakwood, but yeah, I've never ridden a Eurofighter before. I've done an over vertical drop, because I believe Speed has more than vertical drop, having done Mumbo Jumbo and SNSL Local at Flamingo Lands. But yeah, it's going to be nice to do one of those again, because they really do have quite a kick to them, drops that are that steep. In terms of what a Gerstlauer Eurofighter is, there's a few in the country. There's, let me think, Rage at Adventure Island. That looks like a really good one that I want to do at some point, but Adventure Island is hours and hours away from me, so yeah. Another one is Solar Ride at Europa Park, although many people say that one's not that good. It'll also be my first chance to do a vertical lift hill, because I've never done one before. They're mainly on the Gerstlauer Eurofighter and Infinity coasters, so, and I've never ridden a Gerstlauer thrill coaster before. I've only really ridden Gerstlauer family coasters like the Wild Mouses, the Rattlesnake at Chessington, I believe. Yeah, I've ridden that, rode that, yeah. But yeah, so it's going to be really good to get on that. Another thing in the winter, this isn't somewhere that I'm necessarily going to be going this year, but there may be a vlog some point in the winter. Not sure it'll be this year, but hopefully someday I'll get to go to Winter Wonderland in London, which is like a travelling amusement park that in Hyde Park every year. It's got some brilliant travelling rides, and I believe the biggest travelling coaster in the world, Olympia or Munich Looping, Schwarzkopf Looping coaster with 5 inversions that looks really good, really intense as well, I believe. So hopefully one day I'll get to ride that. But apart from that, that's about it. Hopefully I'll start another Planet Coaster series, as I've said. Also, I hope this video has given you a better insight into what I do on this channel and what I've done for those of you who've never seen it before. Be sure to subscribe so that you get notified whenever I upload. You'll need to turn notifications on as well, but yeah, stay tuned for those 5 PM uploads. Subscribe and turn your notifications on so you don't miss them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!